Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another video of mine. Today I wanted to do Battlefield 1, a little bit of gameplay of it. I've turned down the master volume a little bit because you've got the blooming music in it and it can do copyright. Seeming I'm doing my voice over the top, hopefully they don't bloody try and like do the things. It's seeming it's EA and end up like messing people over, the EA with the music and all that. And it's not just EA, it's the actual music they put into it as well, into the game. So yeah, I'm just playing the main intro like video of it. So this basically is Battlefield 1's during like World War 1, and I think there's other battles as well in between. I think they've got one before that. They got like the Arabian, like, sort of like Arabian Nights to do with Lawrence of Arabia and all that, which I will get to at some point. But this is just sort of like a prologue to go into the proper game. But this one, it says Battlefield 1 based on the events that unfolded over 100 years gone by. So, because oh, bloody sore throat. And I need some water a sec. Just getting some a sec. Alright. So, yeah, basically this is to do with World War 1 pretty much, like the front lines. Shows you what follows as frontline combat. You're not expected to survive this. Unfortunately, they say you're not supposed to survive it.
We're surrounded! We have to hold this line!
And this is yeah, it's a brilliant game. And what I find as well, because I've got my resolution, well, the field of view on really low at the moment. So if you go into the options, this is the Xbox One, to remind you all. So that's that there. So what we are going to do is go to the field of view, go to the video settings, and we're going to max this out to, a thing is, I had all these right down, and what that does, it lowers the impact of the performance of your CPU or GPU. It's actually inside the Xbox One. I have the actual Xbox One Slim, much quieter, really much quieter. So I'm going to put this up to max. So actually, if you guys and girls look at the performance of this at the moment, you can see there's not much like viewing distance. You can't see really with it. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to video settings, go to the settings there, and put, oh, why am I putting brightness up? I'll put it around about, actually I put the brightness usually to about 70. But then again, might actually, because some people's monitors are usually darker. So I'll put the field of view on 1.5, horizontal plus 120, vertical 3p field of view, and I'll put the ADS, which is aim down sight field of view, so that's with your guns and all of that. So apply the player selective field of view scale when aiming down the iron sights as well. Changing the field of view may impact your performance. Well, obviously, for obvious reasons it does, but it doesn't really do, well, it doesn't really do that much of an impact. It's still quite stable enough. But as you can see, I like it on this because I'm playing this on my 4K screen, and so I'm just waiting for my health to go back up. So yeah, this is pretty good game. Sometimes it's an intense game, but like most like combat artillery games, to do with all the armor and shit. On the online stuff's pretty good as well. Oh, right, okay, I'm supposed to die anyway. because what it does, it says like the Isaac's Truth, 1894 to 1980, 18, yeah, so 1918.
Let me tell you.
So it goes, let me tell you, it was no joke and all this kind of shit. So basically it's taking you into the battles of all the soldiers that are going on, and show you where they got overwhelmed and all that. And this is their stories technically. Well, actually not technically, is their stories. I don't know if it's actually actual real stories, or they've named them differently just for copyright reasons, maybe. I don't know. So it's just... But I love the graphics on it. The graphics, even though it may be like 900p and all that. I don't know if it's 900p or 720p for Xbox One, but with the upscaling on it, it's pretty fucking good. Because this actually upscales to 4K. Only upscales though. So I'm supposed to, apparently I'm supposed to die really actually, but you can actually give it your all and all that with them. Ah, there we go, I'm dead. But I am playing on hard mode as well, so John Emmett, 1886, 1918. So 1918 I think was the First World War or something. Or actually I think the World War One was going back a little bit further, because they had like different wars in different countries. It was globalized. It was like a global type sort of war. And I think the most bloodiest battle out is the Battle of the Somme. Apparently that was the most bloodiest battle that has ever happened in history, and hopefully not to repeat and all of that. But with bloody with the actual American debatists now, the actual politicians, with the new leaders coming into effect soon, you don't know if this might actually come to folks. With Barack Obama coming out of it now, whether your country or America's country is pretty much doomed. I think a friend of mine was saying earlier that basically round about probably the 18th, I think it's the 18th century or something, the war basically, not war, but the main British Empire, we actually owned America at the time. So as England had everything, we had like, I think Africa, we had Australia, New Zealand and all that kind of stuff. And that's going back many, that's over like 200 years or something. So like 18th century or something. But it's just one of those things, isn't it? Ooh, right, so what we're doing... Ooh. Oh, I'm supposed to blow up these little tanks here. There we go. I mean, the impact of this performance of this game is absolutely just off the charts. And I like the ragdoll effect on this as well, where all the players or the characters jump up and when you shoot them and all that. Oh, we're gonna make it! We're gonna make it, he says. We're gonna make it. Incoming. Oh, no, they didn't make it at all. They got blown up. Bloody hell. Instead of the adventure, we found fear, and in war, the only true equalizer is death. Well, that is true. The equalizer in life is death. So now we've got this, the gas masks on now. There's apparently like the tear gas and all that effect. So now we've got to try and hold off the offences, defences I should say. I mean the weapons are quite nice on this. Ah, just got burned alive. Alexander Marshall. I don't know if these are actual real names of the actual players and all that. But, ooh. Come on. Ooh. Oh my god, he's trying to burn me alive. No. Use me with the flamethrowers. 1882, that's what it said.
Airship coming down!
Oh, ship's coming down, eh? Alright, let's see if I can throw some of these. Alright, let's gonna take this one out. Sorry, dude, but you're gonna get blown up. Oh shit, I just got blown up as well. Forest, Washington. So these are basically like there's like 5 different sets. Oh shit! Oh wow! Look at that. The actual graphics are really good, even though if it's like 900 or 720, this is probably one of the best graphics, best games that I've played. Okay. Ooh shit! Oh, guy's gonna blow up that tank. I think. There we go. The tank's blown. Oh no, tank's still there. Oh, got him. Oh shit. Oh my god, using an actual spade just to cut through like the cheekbones and all that. So I've got like a sort of I don't know why it's slowing down. I think it's slowing down because of the... Oh, what the hell? We got overwhelmed. No, there's loads of them all over the place. And now he's dead. But I think, to be honest, with video games like this on the Xbox One, they should have like put the resolution so you can choose between the resolutions and all that in the actual main settings of the graphics settings. So say if you're in the options bit where it says video, there should be like a sort of a resolution. So if you want to have a native 1080p, I know the game probably won't run like properly, but that's why you could turn down the field of view like you do on a PC. So say if you wanted to put, I don't know, 50% horizontal, and then you wanted to keep, say, I don't know, 80% vertical field of view, and then you wanted to put, say, you wanted to turn off the ADS, which is the aim down the sights field of view, so you could do that, and then you would have like a sort of a balance, more of a better performance wise. But thing is, I think if you're going to do that,
just out of reach,
and you want, say, get resolution, and you want to get the best quality that you will ever get, this is probably not it. You'll probably want to get a PC. PC, you can do everything on the PC, and you can put your different RAMs in there. You can put your graphics cards in there, different ones. You don't have to have like the ones that you're being forced with consoles. And you also can just pretty much max out all the settings to the point, like make it on ultra settings, but turn some of the settings down, like the field of view and all that, just to get it so it's ultra. Like I did, I've got one of these GTX 1070s in my PC right now, and I can max pretty much everything out with that. That's got like 8 gigs of DDR5, I believe. something like DDR5. Yeah, so it's not bad at all, this game actually. Shame about the quality. It's like you should be able to choose between resolution, the quality settings, the field of view. I mean, Microsoft are on about that you should be that they're trying to turn the Xbox One into a sort of like a PC. So give us the option. Well, actually, it's not just the Microsoft doing it now, or the Xbox. It's down to the developers to do it. So all they need to do, the developers of the games, is to actually make it so people can actually choose between settings, quality settings, ultra settings, and all of that. Even though some of the games won't run on it, and it might just crash the system, but at least you're given that option in the options and all that. So yeah. Anyway, so I've just played through the Storm of Steel. Now these are random stories, these here. So the one here got the runner apparently, which is sort of like
The innocent.
I don't know what that is actually.
And the brave.
And lead the charge.
We thought the war
Was
was
that
to be
onto
our rite of
the
passage.
beach? Oh, so that would probably be
Adventure
like the
that
beach
would
of
make us all
Normandy or
equal
something.
in
Was
our
that?
quest
Would
for
that be
glory.
Normandy?
But instead,
Storm the
in
breaches
adventure, we
of
found
Gallipoli. Was that
and in war,
Gallipoli
and
under
truly
the
caused
guns of the largest naval fleet? Was that Hilthurter assembled? So was that field manual codex? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this one on normal. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop this one, and then I'm gonna upload another one, and then upload two. So I'm gonna upload 2 videos and upload these ones. If you do like this one, guys and girls, do subscribe down here. Do like down here, favourite, share and all that, and subscribe. And cheers all for watching, and catch you all later, and you all stay safe, and I'll upload my next one.